Hello, this is Mr. Collier, and today we're going to be clearing fractions from equations. Okay, we're just going to be clearing or getting rid of those fractions, and next time we're going to be solving the equation. But today we're just going to get rid of the fractions from equations, and this will make it a lot simpler to solve the equation. Okay, so if we look at here, this equation, we've got two fractions here. We've got a 5 and a 3. If we want to add them together, we get the common denominator, then we can add the fractions together. Okay, and the common denominator in this case, well, you have to look at multiples of 5 and 3, but in this case, it's just 3 times 5 is 15. 15 is the common denominator. But we're not actually going to get the common denominator. What you do with equations, since we have an equation, we can multiply both sides by whatever we want. And if we multiply both sides by the common denominator, all the fractions will go away and your equation will be simple to solve. So if we multiply this by 15, I put it in brackets because I've got to multiply everything by 15 here. So we're going to have 15 times this is the same as 15 divided by 5 times x, which is 3x. Okay, and this is 15 divided by 3 is 5. Fractions are gone. On the other side, we have to multiply by 15 as well, and we get 30x. And then you can go ahead and solve that, but today we're just practicing clearing fractions. And the next one, the common denominator would be, well, we get a 3 and a t, and a 3t, so 3t works. Just simply 3 times t is 3t, so we can multiply everything by 3t, we can multiply this side by 3t, and this side by 3t, and let's just do it one at a time. So if I do 3t times this, it's like 3t divided by t is just 3, and 3t divided by 3 is just t, oops. And over here on the right, 3t divided by 3t is 1 plus t. And then there's several other steps to solving, but the first step clears the fractions, and then it's a lot easier to solve. Okay, in this next one, we have, we have a t and we have a t plus 1. Sometimes the common denominator is just the product of all the denominators. Okay, so this is the common denominator. So you're going to multiply both sides by this. Okay, so you got to do that on this side as well. And over here, let's do this side first. On the right hand side, the t plus 1's cancel, and you just get a 3t times t. It is 3t squared. And over here, you just have to be careful. You're doing one at a time. Okay, do one at a time. Now if I do t times t plus 1 times this, we're just dividing by t, so the t, only the t cancels. And you're left with 5t plus 1. And then over here, well, this is in a fraction also, nothing cancels. You get 2t times t plus 1. Okay, and then there's many more steps to solving after that. Let's check out the next one. We have x plus 2, x minus 5, and a 2. So there's nothing really in common there. The common denominator is just going to be 2, x plus 2, x minus 5, so we're going to multiply both sides by that. Now if you multiply this by the common denominator, just the x plus 2's cancel, so you're left with 2x times 2 times x minus 5. Okay, that's just this first fraction. In the second fraction, only the x minus 5's cancel, so you're left with x minus 1, 2 is still there, and the x plus 2. And lastly, the other side of the equation, the 2's cancel, so you get 3 times x plus 2 times x minus 5. I just didn't have enough room to write it. It should be up here, times, okay? And then many more steps after to solve that. Let's look at another couple examples down here. Here we have 3, 2, 5, and 6 of the denominators. Let's start with 6 and look at multiples of 6. Multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. 30 is the first one that goes in, that all these numbers go into. So the lowest common denominator is 30. And we're going to multiply everything by 30. Alright, so just do that slowly and carefully so you don't make a mistake. In the first fraction, you're going to do 30 divided by 3 first to get a 10. 10 times 2 is 20. Then you do 30 times 5 over 2. You do 30 divided by 2 times 5. That's 15 times 5, 75. And next one, we do 30 divided by 5 is 6. 6 times 4x is 24x. And lastly, 30 divided by 6 is 5. 5 times 3 is 35. All the fractions are gone. Okay? We'll do one more example over here. We have two denominators, 4 and 7. The common denominator is just the product of those two, which is 28. So let's multiply everything by 28. And let's see what happens. Over here, do 28 times a quarter is just 7. So you're going to have 7 times 8 plus 4. 28 times 1/7 is 4. Okay, so the fractions are gone, and there's many more steps after that, but the fractions are gone. That's it, 84. So that's how you clear fractions, and next time we'll actually solve them.